Namaskaram. This is Uma Vijay. In this Bakthee channel, as the 6th episode, we are going to talk about the importance and significance of Vilva leaf. Vilva patra, bel patra. In English, it is called wood apple or stone apple tree. It has got a holy fruit. And the tree itself, every part of the tree, whether it be the leaves, the roots, the branches, the fruit, everything has got an important medicinal value also. About this Vilva patra or Vilva tree, even offering one Vilva leaf to Lord Shiva, Adi Shankaracharya says, it clears anega janma papani. Like in yugas, in the previous birth, we believe in Hinduism, we believe in incarnation. We believe in previous births. In any of our previous births, even if we have done any wrongdoing, by offering this Vilva patra, one Vilva leaf to Lord Shiva will clear the sins that we have done in the previous birth. It has got 3 leaves. It's in one stem, like trifoliate leaves. 3 are there. And the 3 are said to be, the leaves represent Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. It is also said it represents the 3 eyes of Lord Shiva. Adi Shankaracharya in his Vilvashtakam says, Tridalam Trigunakaram Trinetram Sa Triyayutam Trijanma Papa Samharam Eka Vilvam Simarpanam. That is, Tridalam, the 3 leaves. Trigunakaram, the 3 qualities of any one, that is Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And Trinetram, the 3 eyes of Lord Shiva. It is also said the 3 eyes are sun, moon and fire. So when you offer a Tridala Vilvam, Eka Vilvam to Shiv Bhagwan, Trijanma Paba Samharam, it clears 3 Janma sins, clear out. Is that all the Vilva Patra can do? No. Normally in Hinduism, we believe giving Kannigadan, that is marrying a young daughter to a groom, the Kannigadan, normally gets the blessings from 21 ancestors of that generation. But Adi Shankaracharya, he goes further and he says, giving one Vilva patra to Lord Shiva with pure heart, it makes Koti Kanya Mahadana, that is, giving millions of girls as Kanyadan, you get that benefit. And it also gives Tila Parvata Kotaya, that means Til means sesame, black sesame. Giving a sesame mountain itself. And it also gives, doing a Vilva Patra, offering a Vilva Patra to Lord Shiva, it gives you the benefit of having the darshan of Kala Bhairava, who is residing in Kashi Kshetra. Those who are unable to go to Kashi, which is a holy place, which has been said that every Hindu, at least once in his lifetime, needs to visit Kashi Kshetra, which is Varanasi. But if you are unable to do it, don't worry. You get the benefit of visiting Kala Bhairava, who is the god, the guard who is protecting the Kashi Kshetra. Kashi Kshetra Nivasamsa Kala Bhairava Darshanam. It gives you that benefit by offering one Vilva Patra to Lord Shiva. And is it we need to just offer it, then only we get the benefit? No. Sankaracharya, Adi Sankaracharya even says, even looking at the Vilva Patra, Vilva leaf, and touching it, it clears all the sins that we have done. And submitting it to Lord Shiva, it protects us from all the sin that we have done it. He goes, Bilvanam Darshanam Punyam, that is, even seeing it itself is a great thing. Sparsanam Papanasanam, touching it, it's furthermore benefit. Akora Papa Samharam, Akora, it is the worst pab that you have done. That will also be killed, Samhara. How? By surrendering, by submitting. Eka Vilvam Sivarpanam. Submitting one Vilva Patra to Lord Shiva. Now, why Vilva Patra is so close to Lord Shiva? The Skanda Purana says that the sweat droplets of Parvati Mata fell on the Mandrachal mountain, and from that a tree came up, and that tree is called Vilva tree. And in Vilva tree, in leaf, fruits, roots, branches, and in every part, Goddesses Parvati resides. And this is the reason Lord Shiva loves Vilva Patra. There are millions of plants, millions of creatures, millions of things are being created on this earth. But only certain leaves, certain creatures are closer to Bhagwan. For example, Tulsi is so close to Mahavishnu, and we think that Tulsi, Lakshmi Ma lives in Tulsi. The same way, because the Vilva Patra, the Vilva tree grew from Parvati Devi's sweat droplets, it is so close to Lord Shiva. Now, according to Shiva Purana, it says offering one Vilva leaf is equal to doing a puja to Lord Shiva with 1,000 lotus flowers. And it is equal to giving away millions of elephants as dhan, like giveaway. And it is also equivalent to performing Aswamedha Yaga, that is, sacrificing horses there. And as Adi Shankaracharya earlier said, it is equal to giving Kodi Kanya Mahadhanam, that is, millions of Kaniga Dhan, giving away the daughters. Now, is this only religious wise it is important? No. Similar to Tulsi, Vilva is also used for medicinal purposes. The Vilva leaf has got anti-inflammatory property in it. The Vilva leaves have got vitamin A, vitamin C, B6, B12, calcium, everything. In Ayurveda, they treat the patient according to 3 conditions in the body. They are called Vata, Vatam, Pitta, Pittam, Pitta, and Kapha. And consuming Vilva leaves regularly helps to keep cholesterol under control. It also reduces heart problems and blood pressures. Every part of Vilva leaf, the tree, the skin, the roots, the fruits, the leaves, everything has got medicinal properties. I've heard that Vilva fruit is used when a person is severely down with diarrhea. And this Vilva leaves can also be used to cure skin related issues. The Vilva leaf juice also reduces the hair fall problems. When a person excretes lots of sweat from the perspiration, excess of perspiration, and the skin could bring some odor, bad smell, and this Vilva leaves can prevent that skin disorders. I remember reading in one of Kanchi Mahapariva's books, in one of the episodes, somebody who had a cancer and they were living near Bombay, and for that devotee, Mahapariva tells them to consume Vilva leaf with little bit of pepper, if I'm not wrong, black pepper. And the person consumed it and the cancer was cured for them. Vilva tree, having a Vilva tree near our house, in our house itself, removes all negative energy. They say lighting a lamp under the Vilva tree will benefit a person to gain more knowledge and wisdom. Similar to Tulsi, we cannot pluck Vilva on certain days. What are the days that you cannot pluck Vilva? It is Ashtami day, that is after full moon or new moon, the 8th day becomes the Ashtami day. Amavasya, which is new moon day. Chaturdasi, the day before Amavasya. On Mondays, because Monday is a sacred day for worship of Lord Shiva, and every day after sunset, the Vilva Patra should not be plucked. I even remember reading it in a book that on Magar Shankranti day, which is when the January 14th, when sun moves from Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius, to Makar Rashi, that is Uttarayana Punyakal, on that day also we should not pluck Vilva leaf from the tree. Now, this Vilva Patra, like it is used for indigestions, peptic ulcers, even cold. It helps to remove toxics in our body. Like we overnight, you keep the Vilva leaves in water, and then the next day morning, drink that water, leave off the leaf and drink the water. That acts as an antioxidant and helps to remove the toxic from the body. This was also, I read it in a magazine long time ago, and I thought I will put all up, whatever I've read, whatever I heard, I'll put it together in this episode. Now, with the Vilva, there is a story behind it, that even without realizing, when you offer Vilva Patra to Lord Shiva, the benefit that the person gets is what this episode says. There was a hunter. He was once chasing a deer, and the deer runs into a ashram where a sage was doing a penance there. And this place where the hunter was chasing the deer, it was a forest filled with Vilva trees. And he goes into the sage's ashram and says, please give the deer to me, back to me, because it is my hunt today. But the sage says, somebody has come to me for refuge, and I cannot let go of that person. I cannot betray them. He has come to me for help, so I am not going to let you take this deer from this ashram. This makes the hunter very, very angry, and he tries to break through, like gate crash, and go into the ashram. But the Rishi Muni, with his dabas, with his power, he creates a tiger there. And seeing the tiger, the hunter gets really scared and he runs away from there. And the tiger was chasing him. He immediately climbs up on one of the trees, which was a Vilva tree. And he sits there to escape from the tiger. The tiger will be waiting very patiently underneath the tree for the hunter to come down. From daytime, it goes into nighttime. The hunter was hungry, and it was sort of him fasting that day without eating. And he was sitting there, and the sleep was also knocking on him. And so what he does was, to keep himself awake, he plucks the leaves of the tree and just puts it on the floor, just so that he was doing something so that keeps him awake. But this hunter doesn't know that underneath the tree there was a shivling there. And all the Vilva Patras that he was putting, it was falling on, even though he wasn't meaning to do it, and without knowing the significance, without knowing the importance of Vilva Patra, he was dropping it onto the shivling the whole night. And the next day morning when he comes down, Lord Shiva appears in front of him and gives him the mukti. And the story even goes and says, apparently that night was the last night as per his lifespan. He should have died by that night. And because he did the puja even without understanding the meaning of it, due to circumstances he was climbing up and he was doing it, it gave him the mukti. And so offering anything to God, even without consciousness, gives so much of benefits. And this Vilva Patra is the one that gave the hunter a mukti life. So there are lots of important things about Vilva Patra, and whatever I know, I have shared it with you. And when you get a chance, please pray to Lord Shiva by offering Vilva Patra to him and get the benefits in thousands of folds. If you like this episode, please like this channel and share it with your friends, and please put your valuable comments. Namaskaram. Thank you.